the
Sorry.
who's next? Maybe Emil.
Well, hello. My name is Emil Leston. I am one of the participants of the project, actually in an internship working with Minvaganti NGO, who who gave was what to say was very generous for me and for the project to give me this opportunity to work in a different country while also helping me setting up with all the necessity for me to feel comfortable with the apartment, the welcoming, and the work environment. It's, I think, whole good warm up of everything for now.
Yes. Alors, myself, Michel BRUJAILLE-LATOUR, I'm the founder of Audacia Business School and consultant. I deeply thank Mina Vaganti and Johannes, Livia, and the participant Emile for their presentation, for their introduction. The purpose of this meeting is not to present mobility as something simple, nor to artificially showcase success. The aim is to share the pathway we have followed, what was initially planned, what actually happened, the difficulties encountered, the adjustments that had to be made, and above all, what this mobility experience has unlocked for the trainees and for Audacia Business School. The Fées project started with a strong ambition to enable young seekers from Martinique, young job seekers, to take part in a professional mobility experience in Sardinia within a prepared, a supported, and a secure framework. This ambition was confronted with the realities on the ground. Recruitment, the recruitment in itself, recruitment challenges, families' concerns, limited knowledge of Erasmus program, administrative complexity, and the need to support young people for far beyond the departure itself. But this is precisely what makes this experience valuable to capitalize. Although the number of participants was reduced, the mobility produced important outcomes. Stronger linguistic and professional skills, increased maturity, greater autonomy, the emergence of professional projects, clearer understanding of the conditions required to make an Erasmus Pro successful with this type of target group. Today, we will therefore look back at the full pathway: preparation, implementation, workplace learning, trainees' testimony, result achieved, obstacle encountered, solutions implemented, and the perspectives opened by the first experience. The key objective is simple: to understand what this mobility has changed, what it has revealed, and how we can build on this experience to better prepare, secure, and value future mobility pathways. So the objective of the webinar, the project origin, the implementation of the action, the results, of course, the obstacles encountered, the solution that we found to solve these problems, the workplace learning, and the cooperation perspectives. the origin of Fées. Fées, formula for the social and solidarity economy, was born from a simple objective: enabling young people from Martinique to experience professional mobility abroad in a secure framework. Why? To open employment, training, and open opportunities as well for young people. Make mobility a supported choice, not a default move. Build a concrete bridge between Martinique, Europe, and professional integration. When you analyze the context of Martinique, when you analyze the situation of this island, this outmost region, as we call it, which is 8,000 kilometers from Europe, we can understand the issue, the importance of a mobility. We do have a limited local market, labor market. The international mobilities are not equally accessible. Families and prescribers need new reassurance. And the challenge is to build a local culture of European mobilities. So why do we need professional placements abroad? It is important for young people to have other possibilities, other opportunities, to discover other work environments. Because the more you have experience, in general, professional or personal experience, the more you gain competencies, the more you gain confidence in yourself. It is an opportunity as well to clarify or to relaunch a pathway. I think that the young people who travel, who go abroad, who have these opportunities to work abroad, build confidence in foreign language. In this case, it was English and Italian. So this was a real opportunity through the training session that they had to deepen their English, the English competencies that they already had through school, but to discover a new language for them, Italian. Going to Sardinia as well, I think it taught them to be more autonomous, manage teacher, adaptation, going back to Martinique. This helps to broaden and to build people autonomy. So, and the good point of this mobility is that it was a very interesting experience, because Sardinia provides a current setting. The insularity, like Martinique, the tourism, like in Martinique, local development, social economy, and territorial promotion. If we didn't have our partners, this mobility wouldn't have happened. We needed partners, and we had key partners. Mission Locale de la Martinique It is thanks to Mission Locale, Mille Sud, that Junior and Emile could participate to this mobility. Mission Locale was a very important, has been a very important partner. Mine Vaganti, that we know since 3 years now, is a very important, is our, make the bridge between Martinique as well and Sardinia, because they have a big network, and thanks to them, we got to know some other organizations throughout in the north, above all in the north of Sardinia. Mine Vaganti NGO is the main host workplace in Sassari. In Sassari, sorry. Our training, our trainees had the opportunity as well to have a bit more experience in Sardinia, thanks to the ROF Institute. ROF Institute was a really complementary partner for tourism, hospitality, and territorial promotion. It is a public school in tourism. To conclude with this part, the hosting partnership is not only about placement, but it structures as well a real workplace learning pathway. The implementation of the action, how we did it, how it worked. First of all, the young people, the trainees, had to be selected. Then they were prepared for the mobility. Then they experienced the mobility abroad in Sardinia. They were placed in companies. This webinar must show how the action actually unfolded before departure, during mobility, and after return. We had to choose, we had to recruit the trainees in order, because it is a condition, a very important condition for the success of a mobility as well. It is important. So the first step was the call for applications that we sent to many organizations in Martinique, Mission Locale, France Travail, the universities, training centers. So all the ecosystem that could send us young people for this mobility. Then the young people, the young person, the target that were interested in this mobility could submit their application with a file. We had to build a file, and it was in our charge in our competencies to check if they fulfilled the eligibility, if they had the required criteria. Then we met them, and we selected 5 young trainees, potential trainees. So the objective of the recruitment was participants should arrive in Sardinia with professional, linguistic, and intercultural reference points. After the recruitment, so we had to fulfill to make a very serious recruitment in order for them to be adapted not only to the preparation, to the training session that we organized, but for the mobility. We prepared these young people, young trainees, within 60 hours of training session. Audacia Business School digitalized a training session tailor-made for this very action. They had to learn to deepen their English. They had to discover a new a new language, like in this case, Italian. Digital competencies. They discovered the European values, social codes, how to adapt yourself in a different country, in a country abroad. It was important. How to work as well. They learn how to work in a different professional context. The difference between working in Italy and working in Martinique. This was important. But they as well learn how to behave, the professional posture that they should have in companies, like punctuality, safety and communication instructions. Voilà. After this training session, these 60 hours, these people were ready to integrate the companies in Sardinia, Mines Vaganti, and the Growth Institute. So now I give, can you, Livia or Johannes, present Mines Vaganti and what the instructions given to the young trainees within your organization?
I will pass to Livia first, and after I will make some completion. Maybe Livia is the team leader, so she knows better than me.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much. But I saw also our president here, Maria Gracia Pina, so perhaps.
Thank you. I just stopped by to say hello, actually, because it was a great pleasure to us and have the opportunity to host them, to host two young and very bright and motivated people. Also, I consider this as follow-up, as a result of a journey that started 3 years ago with you, Michelle, because it was when we first met and we started cooperating.
Yes.
So, I wish you all the best for the future. And I know you have a follow-up action already working with Livia. Livia is our Interreg main point of reference. Yesterday, she was as well in touch with the region of Sardinia. So we have all the potential, to keep working together and create new and great projects. So all the best for the future. Unfortunately, I can't stay with you any longer, but you are in their safe hands. Okay.
Okay. See you soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you very much. Nice to see you. So, as you said, Michelle, exactly, the workplace, it's quite a fundamental because it creates the environment and provides the conditions that enable participants to gain the most from the experience. So we are very happy also to collaborate in this way, in this kind of mobility with the Institute Road, because we kind of provided complementary background and environment for the participants to learn. At our organization, indeed, both participants have been inserted into our daily work. They were integrated into the teams and had the opportunity to explore how the organization works, to learn about working environment, discipline, codes, our culture, and also to interact with various people, because our organization is very much international. We are working in various international hubs, and also all our collaborators are not just from Italy, but also from other countries. Me alone, I'm from Slovakia. but living in Italy. So it provides them really nice, also intercultural experience to understand
Okay.
Livia, we can't.
Are you still here? Yeah.
I had also to implement participate. Can you hear me? Oh, mama.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
It stopped. Yeah, it stopped for a while. It's okay. We can
Okay.
hear you now. Yeah.
I apologize because here always the connection is a bit tricky.
Yeah. Ça s'arrête à chaque fois.
So I hope that can you hear me?
Okay. That's all for you, Olive? Oh, we don't understand. We don't hear properly.
You can't hear me.
Okay.
Hopefully
So,
the basic information was transferred.
okay. All right. Thank you. Thanks a lot for Johannes, Livia. Johannes, that's all for you? That's all you have to say? Yeah.
Okay, well, first of all, how you say, I would like to
Okay.
thank the organization in Martinique, Michel, for a exquisite selection, a strict selection of candidates. This helped us, especially we are experienced in mobilities. We have about, I don't know, 100 people yearly coming, going. So to have very open and very adaptive candidates as selected by Michel helped very much to the success of the trial, basically. Because clearly, as Michel said, one really needs to be able to adapt and to be serious about it. That is one thing. The second thing, and maybe if you allow me to share the screen, I just have very quick
Okay.
shots.
Yes. Sure,
I
with
just
pleasure.
selected them.
Yeah.
1 second. So let me tell you that, of course, how you say, what I always explain during these mobilities, the personal life overlaps the professional life. So that is always a thing we have to connect. And thanks to Emil and Junior that were very, very open to many things. 1 second, my PC is still loading clearly. How you say, I can say from the beginning, where they have to get used to be in an office, I guess. Slowly, they integrated well. 1 second, my PC is still running. Maybe, there it goes. We are on an island, so sometimes the connections here are a little bit slow, so I'll put off my camera.
Yeah.
And the island live,
Yeah, okay.
how you say, there we go. But now let me start to share. Screen 2, there we go. And I think, as they say, I believe in China, one image tells more than 100,000 words.
Yes, indeed, yes, sure.
How you say, here you can see, slowly, again, we are on an island with various handicaps and pros and cons, so to say. Here you can see them, you can see Michel and Emile in action, sorry to say. And it gives you maybe a little bit an idea. Oh, it's going very slow, right?
I see the issues on both sides.
Yeah. I wanted just to highlight a little bit the reality on our office. So we're in the center of Sassari, and compliments to Emil. After 3 days, he already connected with local people. So also from a local perspective, he came back with a different hairstyle. Junior, we discovered, how you say, I think here you see him live. We discovered he liked music, so we engaged him with concerts. Where is Junior? Maybe here is Junior. So we came on various levels, from home reality, the things they need, how you say, on working.
Are you?
Uh,
Okay.
Yes, you can see now. Okay, sorry, it's
Yeah,
a
I
little
can
bit
see. I
slow.
couldn't see because I had to end
Okay.
my sharing. Okay.
Yeah, so from local integration to co-work integration to sharing a house with various people, and also to go beyond the training as non-formal, we try to apply. How you say, we try to make a parcours in good English of various levels of engagement, basically. So thanks to Olivia within the team, here on the office in general, and we try to see where were the interests of the candidates and try to open roads, new roads for them. And although, for example, Emil, you say you couldn't focus, we took him on board also one day, and I was very impressed how much Emil can focus. And also, I heard from the other team that he delivered a really superb short research on an argument, basically. So compliments to the selection, compliments to both, how you say, Junior and Emil, that on all levels knew how to integrate and knew how to adapt. And that is something very special that we do not encounter every day. Here you see a small shot of our daily reality, and for them it was tough, and I see, to be 8 hours on an office, I know. So also we invented more VET aligned, so vocal educational training, to do some manual things that helped to bridge, as well as the day off at the school, basically. So a mingle of activities, especially for VET level candidates, is, I think, an ideal construction of it. Never to underestimate, though, like Michelle already outlined, it is, you need some landing time. And really, I would suggest that 4 months is the minimum for this kind of activities to engage well. So this was just a small flash from my perspective. And once again, I thank you for the occasion, and I hope in the future we can bridge and further build out this reality. That's it from my side.
Can you show the first photographs, because I didn't I was not sharing at the beginning. Yeah, okay.
This is an example of a team meet, how you say that we do both in person and both online, basically. So the team is remotely connected. And here again, you see Junior focusing, how you say, that today, unfortunately, he had to do some tests. That is another thing to be well aware of. As I said, the personal overlaps the professional. Here you see the working floor on a daily basis. Again, how you say, and here I just have one picture, but we have many more about also that we went beyond the office, so to say. Okay, so once again, thank you very much. I think that will do, Michelle. As a quick
okay, thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Okay. Voilà. Okay, thank you very much for your experience and for the images, the photographies showed the implication of the trainees. Yeah.
Yeah, and I would like to add that we found out at the beginning, how you was asking what you like to do in life. In the end, at the training, we know that we have one director of orchestra, Junior, and one nature ambientalist savior, preferably on a lonely and long, faraway island, right, Emil? Okay, joking, of course, but there is a truth in it.
Okay. So we have
tourism, I would say.
Yeah. So we had Junior and Emil had two complementary companies, host companies. Yeah. The first one, an NGO specialized in a European project, and the second one, in School of Tourism. Yeah. Where they had the opportunity to assist, to help the teacher with a French lesson. Yeah. Alors, now after this experience, this mobility experience, this experience in host companies in Sardinia, what the trainee should be able to explain, the trainees should be able to explain and value, understand what is an international NGO, how they can contribute to project preparation and monitoring, how to use management and communication tools. About tourism, understand hospitality and tourism information, work in an international team, and present activities and acquired skills. Emile, may I ask you to maybe to share your experience with Mindaganti at Mindaganti NGO and at the Roth Institute?
If okay, since I am with at the same room with Lioness, the sound might be echoing. But
I can hear you. It's okay. It's
nice.
fine.
Well, it was for sure a unique experience in my life to be able to work in an environment in a completely different country. I have to say it was a real pleasure to work with Minva Gonti's work environment and work philosophy is very welcoming. I have practically nothing negative to say in general, to be honest.
But what did you mainly learn at Minvaganti, and what did you mainly learn at the Road Institute?
Well, the experience in Minvaganti was for sure well development to better learn different virtual tools to manage document and advanced type of bureaucratic. And Ross was for sure a great learning to develop social skills, especially in English and different language, and learn to interact with people, even though the barrier of language can be an obstacle, and go over this to communicate, interact, learn new people, and also the way of a different country. Even so, Martinica is also under French jurisdiction. They have a pretty similar part with Europe. It's a completely different way in philosophy of life to interact with people from Sardinia, from Rose, or from Minvaganti. So it was also very interesting learning to be to be aware and conscious about learn for the first part the culture and then integrate it to myself to better fit to say in Sassari and in Sardinia in general.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. The results now, the action results from the initial targets to the field lesson. So we had at the beginning 20 young people targeted, like Emile, like Junior. We selected 5 potential trainees. We had 3 of them who gave up, abandoned the pathway. The first one was a very, very good candidate, but he found something else that he wanted to another opportunity, that he preferred. The second one was gave up. He was not sure. I think that he hadn't found what he was looking for. The third one at the end of gave up at the end of the departure. He had a health issue the day before departure. So we lived this experience with Emile and Junior, who are the trainees who departed to Sardinia. Voilà. So the observed challenges are the difficulty finding candidates ready to live. Martinique, it was very, very difficult to find young candidates. Most of the candidates who wanted to live were not in our target. They were already at university. They had degree and another obstacle was parental caution regarding long-term mobility, because it's a long journey. And as well, the limiting awareness of Erasmus Pro. I think that in Martinique, people don't know the very large scope of Erasmus Plus, what all the opportunities that Erasmus Plus can offer to young people. The broad fields that it represents and what we can achieve, what young people can achieve thanks to it. Voilà. The impact on the implementation. Unfortunately, it reduced the number of trainees of our candidates. It shortened the stay despite the project extension, because I think of Mission Mille Sud, who has been a very, very, very good partner, and they really help us to find candidates. And Emile and Junior are among the candidates that they found and that for whom they do the follow-up. We have as well to take into account a very complex vocational training system at the national level, because to be a training center is not always easy in France. You have to be, it's very, everything is formalized, everything is very formalized, yes. And you have to be, everything is professionalized. And to transpose things at a European level, it is a real challenge. And above all, with young job seekers. So what we can keep in mind, the positive outcomes, are this experience strengthened the linguistic and professional skills of our candidates, the increased maturity, it improved employability, and we can talk about as well the emerging professional projects for Audacia Business School. So let's talk precisely about the obstacle that we encountered. Few applicants among the targeted high school graduates. The family concerns about long mobility from age 18. Erasmus Erasmus Pro, is still not sufficiently known locally. Even the institutions don't know it. The main barriers are also the need to secure registration, the trainee status, the need to better involve prescribers, to involve families and institutions. How we solve the problems encountered. it has been important, even it has been important to find adjustments, to secure the pathway and maintain the action. So we had to strengthen the individual follow-up before and during the mobility. We had to clarify the administrative and pedagogical framework. It was important as well to have a very strong, a very open dialogue with host partners. And as you heard Maria just now, she was saying that it's been 3 years now that we know each other, and I think that it helped a lot the dialogue between Audacia Business School and Mine Vaganti in Sardinia. The adjustment as well was the integration of a complementary activity with Roth Institute, who accepted to be another view of host company. It was important, and it was important to formalize tasks, learn outcomes and the mobility evidence. It was important to formalize tasks and the results as well. So this experience, the KA1 Mobility Fées, was about mobility for young people, for Emile and Junior, but it was as well the opportunity for Audacia Business School to develop its network. Beyond the mobility, the project helped prospect, expand, and structure Audacia's European network. Prospecting, training and public actors, Southern Sardinian stakeholders. We had to organize, just to say, to go back to the prospection, not only in Sardinia, but prospection as well in France. It is important because Martinique is very, very far. So we lost information, and it's sometimes difficult to work far from Europe to have to update the knowledge, to update the information that we should have in the European project field. So I had to prospect and to exchange with institutions, companies in PACA, and they were very open, and in South Sardinia as well. So I organized online meeting. I organized webinar with them. I had several seminars, and I meet some of them physically. It is important to have to formalize and to know, to have a very good knowledge of training and employment in Martinique, in France and in Sardinia, in order to broaden this network, and the prescribers as well. So I built a kind of mapping of all these partners. Now preparing next step. Next step can be cooperation at first with the PACA region and Sardinia, because Audacia Business School is developing is starting to developing his business in the Paca region. And our aim, our objective is to capitalize and transfer what we learn from the KA1 mobility, capitalize on this mobility, on this project, and transfer all the knowledge that we gain, all the positive point that we can have from this mobility. In conclusion, you can say that this activity of networking consolidates contacts initiating during the mobility, and it prepares a PACA Sardinia territorial strategy. Yes, definitely, it is important to capitalize on the KA1 vet experience, to turn this very experience into a basis for a cooperation project, in order to better secure mobility pathways, to strengthen preparation, to improve information for prescribers. The perspective areas are consolidate KA1 vet lessons learned, to strengthen links between Martinique and Sardinia, to better inform the mission locale, the training centers, the families, the institutions, recognize mobility as a tool for professional integration. Fées, the project Fées, formula for économie sociale et solidaire, formula for a social and solidarity economy. Fées mobility can open strong opportunities, provided the human, pedagogical, administrative, and professional pathway is secured. The open question after this mobility, one of the questions that we can ask ourselves: how can families can be better informed? How can prescribers be mobilized? How can learned outcomes be valued after return? And how can, I have not written it, but how can the two trainees, our two trainees, can capitalize? This is very important for Emile and for Junior. How can they capitalize their experience in Sardinia for their future, to improve their future? Maybe I should ask directly the question to Emile to answer this question. How can you capitalize your experience after 2 months in Sardinia?
Well, at first, it was sure the occasion to strengthen and well develop my pronunciation, understanding of English. Of course, also social skills that will be helpful as a personal environment or even in professional environment. Also, it was a very interesting training to better understand how to use different type of digital tools, as I said, that could be very helpful to help or give advice on the future enterprise I can work with on to how to use some digital tools that could help optimize the storage and use of documents and different type of bureaucratic domain. So it was for sure an experience that will help me in all my future professional experience, specifically in bureaucratic, but also in socially and verbally also in, as I say, English or even French in different domains.
And for your project or future project?
Well, for now, I am in a phase of my life where I'm still reflecting a lot about the different paths I could take. And I have to be honest, I am still very hesitant about all the possibilities that I can go. So I for sure will have plenty of time in front of me to try and experiment in different domains. That's also why I am very grateful of this opportunity as a project. It was the occasion to try something new in the professional world, and by also learning a lot of things that will be, as I said, helpful in a lot of personal and professional domain for the rest of my life. So for now, I am still reflecting about what will be my next step in my professional experience, but this also helped me better visualize what I can expect of different domain for my future decision on what how to say domain I will reach.
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much. Voilà. So, do you have anything to add, Livia or Johannes?
Yeah, it was, thank you very much for this presentation. Also, Emil, what said, it was really very nice, and I'm crossing fingers for the future decisions. However, I believe that this experience also gave him a bit courage to act. So, as you mentioned, Emil, important is to try to see various fields, to try various experience, and then in the future everything will be one day connected. So it is not said that the first profession will be the profession for all life. So it's important to experience and to continuously learn and gain knowledge and competencies in various fields. And generally, as per the collaboration, it was very nice experience also with your entity, Michel. Audacia, I think that as you also described, there are points, aspects that we can take and discuss to see that we can improve and build up on. Because of course we identify, during this period that in the vocational education and such distances, and more collaboration needs to be done, and jointly we can develop or support the development of valid pathways that can help gain a relevant professional experience for the young people and beyond. So looking forward to the next collaboration among us.
Yes, me too. Thank you really to all the actors involved in the Fées project, the Fées Erasmus Pro KA1 Mobility Pathway. Thank you to the Mission Locale Sud who couldn't be with us. We're going to have a restitution as well with them, a webinar with them. Thank you to you, Minvaganti, Livia, Johannes, Maria, and Roberto, and Giancarlo, who is not there this morning. Minvaganti NGO is that is the main host organization. Tatiana, who represented the Rost Institute, organization of tourism. Thank you a lot to Junior and Emil. Thanks a lot, because you had a very exemplary behavior. Yeah, thanks. You are really thanks for Martinique, because I told you at the beginning that you were representing, you are the ambassadors of Martinique, and you were the models for the the next one, the next trainees. Thanks a lot. So this mobility experience was made possible thanks to your involvement, the partners, the host organization, the trainees, before, during, and as well after the mobility. Thank you very much. Merci, thank you, and grazie.
It was
Grazie mille.
it was an honor for me, and thanks to you, to Minvaganti, and to you, Michel, for giving me, because it's because of you if I have the opportunity to be part of this project and leave it. So thanks to you, thanks to Minvaganti. It was an honor to work with you.
Merci encore.
Thank you. Merci. Good luck.
Merci. Au revoir. Bye bye.
Au revoir.
Bye. Take care, everyone.
Ciao.